Welcome back, Spooky Fam, to the Desdemona Productions channel. This is a new series that my co-host Dark Mage 4 Productions and I decided to bring to the table. So for this series, we will upload one new episode a month. This way we can put in proper time and dedication. So I hope you enjoy this. 6 urban legends that turned out to be true.
Hello, Spooky Fam. My name is Nick, or better known as Dark Mage 4 from Dark Mage 4 Productions. You can call me Nick or Mage, it doesn't matter at all to me, but it is an honor to be a part of Desdemona Productions and the Spooky Fam because I've been a long-time fan of Mercy, and I've been a very long-time friend of hers as well. Welcome to my portion of Twisted Tales, Fact or Fiction. We are going to start off with the urban legend, the Bunny Man. The Bunny Man is a chilling legend that has captured the imaginations of many in the United States, particularly in the Washington, D.C. area. According to the legend, the Bunny Man is an elusive figure who terrorizes unsuspecting victims, often appearing dressed in a white bunny suit. That's scary. That's very scary. Do you want a bunny coming after you? Nah, I wouldn't want a bunny coming after me. Nope, not at all. The tale originates from incidences reported in the early 1970s where locals claim to have encountered a man wielding an axe or a hatchet near the Colchester overpass. If there's anybody part of the Spooky Fam that knows this story and it's near there, please let us know in the comments section below, because we would love to hear your side of the stories. Also known as the Bunny Man Bridge in Clifton, Virginia. It always has to do with bridges all the time. Every time, bridges everywhere. Bridges seem to be the centerpiece of these things, and it just seems weird. I don't know. I can't really explain it because it's always bridges. Just always bridges. A young couple's car was found abandoned near the Colchester overpass. Their lifeless bodies were discovered hanging from the bridge. Panic spread and locals began to avoid the area, fearing they would be the Bunny Man's next victim. Well, I wouldn't want to be in the 1970s. There ain't no way. In that area. No, absolutely not. Numerous accounts of eerie encounters have been reported by locals and visitors alike. People claim to have seen glimpses of figures dressed in all white bunny suit lurking in the shadows or peering out from behind the trees. Some witnesses even claim to have been chased by the Bunny Man, with his chilling laughter echoing through the night. Many of them have walked about seeing the Bunny Man, but they are usually dismissed and told they are fabricating the story. Now, I mean, there are so many stories about where, you're talking about these paranormal happenings, but a lot of people are like, nah, it's not true. I don't believe in that crap. Oh, it's real though. It's absolutely real. Many who ventured to the Colchester overpass were hoping to catch a glimpse of the eerie figure, while some claim to have witnessed strange occurrences or heard unsettling noises. The true origins and nature of the Bunny Man remain shrouded in mystery. To this day, the Bunny Man remains a chilling urban legend, captivating those with a taste for the macabre. While the truth behind the legend may forever remain elusive, the mere mention of the Bunny Man's name is enough to send shivers down the spines of those who reside in the vicinity of Clifton, Virginia. And if you live near there, please let us know, because we want to know about all of this and your side of it. If you've ever heard anything about this urban legend or even seen the Bunny Man yourself, do please let us know. Over the years, the Bunny Man legend has inspired various adaptations, including books, movies, and even haunted attractions. It has become a staple of local folklore, attracting thrill seekers and curiosity seekers alike. Many brave souls have ventured to the Bunny Bridge to experience the eerie atmosphere and perhaps catch a glimpse of the notorious Bunny Man himself. So if you've ever encountered or have investigated or anything, even heard from your grandma or your grandpa, or even, some crazy person on the side of the road talking about it, do let us know, because they're not crazy. They've probably seen them. The Legend of the Polybius video game is one of the most intriguing legends in the gaming world, which is kind of weird because I've never heard of anything of it. If you have, just comment below and let us know if you've heard of it or not. According to the story, the Polybius was an arcade game that emerged in the early 1980s. Well, I was born in 1990, so 10 years before me. It was said to have been released in a few arcades in Portland, Oregon, and quickly gained a reputation for its unique gameplay and mysterious effects on players. Which is kind of weird because actually Portland, Oregon, it's pretty far away from me, so I've probably never heard of it because it's all the way up there. Legend has it that those who played the Polybius experienced a range of strange and disturbing phenomena. Players reported suffering from intense headaches, nausea, and nightmares, and even amnesia, which is actually some weird, bizarro thing. Some claim to have seen subliminal messages and very, very bizarre imagery flashing on the screen. It was said that the game had a hypnotic and addictive quality, leading players to become obsessed with it. The story goes even further, suggesting that the government agents or men in black suits would periodically visit the arcades to collect data from the game. That's kind of interesting, leading to rumors of mind control experiments or psychological manipulation, which isn't too far-fetched, to be honest, for today's world. In today's world, yeah. As quickly as it appeared, the Polybius arcade game vanished without a trace, leaving behind only whispers and speculation. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the legend of the Polybius captivated the imaginations of gamers and conspiracy theorists alike. The story has gained traction through various online forums and websites dedicated to urban legends and video game mysteries. Many enthusiasts have attempted to recreate the game based on eyewitness accounts and descriptions, adding fuel to the legend. While the true origins of the Polybius legend remains elusive, it is widely believed to be a combination of fictional story and the blending of various real-world events. The legend draws inspiration from the arcade game culture of the early 1980s, when video games were gaining popularity, as well as the paranoia and conspiracy theories surrounding government activities during that era, which isn't too far off. So many weird things happened in the 80s. And so many weird things are happening now in the 2000s. 2020s. The Polybius legend serves as a reminder of the power of urban legends and the human fascination with mystery and the unknown. Whether or not the game actually exists, it has become a symbol of the allure and danger associated with the world of gaming. It continues to intrigue and spark discussions among gamers and enthusiasts, reminding us of the enduring power of legends within popular culture, which gaming isn't bad until it is bad. And I'm a gamer myself. When it gets too addicting, then yeah, it can become really, really bad for health and all that. And I love video games. I'm an advocate for video games. Which leads us to the legend of Charlie No Face, also known as the Green Man. We got a Bunny Man and now a Green Man. What is the Green Giant coming in? Is a haunting tale that captivated the imaginations of people in the western Pennsylvania for decades. According to the legend, Charlie No Face was a man named Raymond Robinson who suffered a tragic accident in his youth, resulting in severe disfigurement. It is said that he was electrocuted while climbing on an electrical tower, which caused him to lose his eyes, nose, and an ear, leaving him with a horrifying appearance. Yeah, that would be horrifying, to be honest. It really would be. Despite his disfigurement, Charlie No Face reportedly lived in a reclusive life near the small town of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. Many locals claim to have encountered him on their late night drives along a stretch of road known as the Devil's Elbow. Ugh. They described him as a tall figure wearing a long coat and a wide-brimmed hat. That seems interesting. Seems like a lot of urban legends have that type of figure, with a glowing greenish hue emanating from his face. It'd probably be because of the electricity. The legend surrounding Charlie No Face often takes a paranormal twist. Some say he has the ability to emit electrical sparks from his disfigured face, while others claim he haunts electrical towers and power lines in the area, which I probably would too, which could have sparked the interest in Scooby-Doo with the 10,000 volt ghost. But the 10,000 volt ghost on Scooby-Doo was orange. The mere sight of him is said to induce feelings of unease and fear among those who come across him. Which, yeah, I mean, if you come across something paranormal and you actually see it, of course you're gonna be scared and uneasy about it. Because definitely I would be. And I have met and seen ghosts and seen paranormal activity stuff. Over the years, the legend of Charlie No Face has gained significant attention, with many curious visitors flocking to western Pennsylvania in search of the eerie encounter. The story has become passed down through generations, becoming a local folklore staple. It has also inspired creative works including songs, poems, and even a short documentary. While the legend of Charlie No Face continues to intrigue and frighten those who hear it, it's important to note that Raymond Robinson was a real person who lived from 1910 to 1985. Despite his disfigurement, he managed to lead a relatively private life, avoiding the public eye. Well, I probably would too, to be honest, because if I lost all my eyes and one of my ear and my mouth and all, it would be, people back then, well, even today, could be very cruel. Especially about a disfigurement or a disability or anything like that, which is not good. His story serves as a reminder of the power of legends and how they can shape perceptions of individuals and places. In recent years, efforts have been made to separate the truth from the myths surrounding Charlie No Face. Historical research and interviews with those who knew Robinson suggest that he was a kind and gentle soul. Despite his outward appearance, while the legend may persist, it's important to approach it with a mixture of curiosity, respect for the human being behind the tale, which you should always be respectful to anybody who has any issues like this. And now that will conclude my portion of Twisted Tales, fact or fiction.
Cropsey of Staten Island started off as just, one of those little legends that adults and older siblings would tell young children when they wanted to play outside a little bit past the streetlights coming on or wander too far. The legend goes that Cropsey, a man with a hook for a hand, would drag you into the tunnels, never to be seen again. Well, turns out in 1987, Cropsey was actually a real man named Andre Rand, who worked as a janitor in a school or sanitarium on Staten Island. The school itself did unspeakable acts on the children, and once that came to light, the school was shut down. They noticed that Andre was living in a makeshift shelter near the abandoned school, where they found the remains of a 12-year-old girl. He was convicted for the murder because the remains were found there. It also turns out that Andre had a deep, dark past hurting children and those with disabilities, and more victims came to light over time. He is currently eligible for parole in 2037. The Puebla tunnels. There was so many legends about the tunnels beneath the Puebla city. And for a while, people just thought that's just what they were. I mean, there was no evidence throughout centuries that any of the creepy, eerie tunnel systems even existed. Until 2015, when a construction crew was working on something, and they found out that there were in fact about 6 miles worth of tunnels beneath the city. Now, when they were looking at it, it looked like the tunnels were created between the 16th and 19th centuries, and it is now seen as a tourist attraction today. The Alice killings. In this legend, it was said that in Japan that there were some murders going on, and the murders, none of the victims knew each other. However, the one thing that they had in common was that by their dead bodies was a playing card with Alice written on it in the victim's blood. These murders were supposed to have taken place in 1999 up until 2005. There were no evidence showing that these were actually real. However, in around 2013, there was a gentleman known as the Playing Cards Murderer who was convicted and caught in Spain and kind of mixed in with the lore there. So, while that one, it wasn't exactly true to a T like our Cropsey one was, it's still kind of bizarre that there was some truth to that lore, and it makes you think how many lores actually are true that we aren't even realizing it yet. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to join the Spooky Fam. In the description, you will find ways to support the channel. You will find Dark Mage 4 Productions in the description below. And we hope to see you on our movie nights, our discussion panels, and as always in other episodes here on Desdemona Productions. Stay spooky, stay weird, always hold your blinker.